Hello class, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So students, welcome once again to your maths class. I, Achal Singh, welcoming you all once again to your maths class. So class, in the last session, as you all know, that we were on exercise 10.2 in which we had done up to question number 9. So in the today's session, I'm going to begin with the uh, next sum from the exercise 10.2, that is question number 10. Okay, so let's begin with the exercise 10.2. So up to question number 9 we have already done. So let's begin with the question number 10. The question number 10 is Sunita bought 25 kg 850 gram apples and sold 1/5 of them. How much apples are left with her? So Sunita, she has bought 25 kg 850 grams of apples and then she sold 1/5 of them. So that means they have given a fraction of apples that are being sold by Sunita. We need to find out that how much apples are left with her. So total apples, that is 25 kg 850 grams. Apples sold is 1/5 of the total, and then we need to find out the left one. Okay, so that means for finding the exact quantity of the apples that are being sold by Sunita, we need to find out the 1/5 fraction of 25 kg 850 grams. Okay, so let's find out question number 10. So total apples, okay, total apples is equal to 25 kg 850 gram. Total apples 25 kg 850 grams. Next, apples sold, apples sold, that is 1/5 of 25 kg 850 gram. So now we need to find out the apples that are being left. We need to find out apples left. Apples left. So for that we need to subtract the quantity of apples from the total quantity. So the fraction of apples that are being sold from the total quantity of apples. So 25 kg 850 gram minus 1/5 of 25 kg 850 gram. Okay, so that means इसमें से हमें ये माइनस करना. So that means first of all we are going to find out 1/5 of 25 kg 850 gram. तो कितना हुआ? 1/5. Sorry, first of all we need to convert to find the 1/5. So again 25 kg 850 gram. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. Okay, so 25 kg will be multiplied by 1000 to convert it into grams plus 850 gram. Now 25 multiplied by 1000, this is 25,000 gram plus 850 gram. So the total is 25,850 gram. Now we need to find out 1/5 of this. 1/5 of 25,850 gram. तो इसका अब हम ढूंढ रहे हैं because after conversion we got this. Now we will find this. Okay, that is 1/5. अब इसके नीचे करिएगा into 25,850. So this is 1 multiplied by 25,850. that is 25,850 upon 5. So let's divide it and find the answer. 25,850 divided by 5. 5 fives are 25. 25 minus 25, 0. Bring down 8. 5 ones are 5. 8 minus 5, 3. Okay, this is 5. 5 sevens are 35. 0. Bring down 0. 5 zeros are 0. Nothing. So we got 5,170 gram or 5 kg 170 gram. So this is the quantity of apples of 1/5 or 25 kg. Okay, तो ये अभी हमने 1/5 of 25 kg निकाला है. So we have only calculated 1/5 of 25 kg, that is 5 kg 170 gram. So this much we have already done. देखो ये निकालने के लिए 1/5 इसका निकालेंगे. First of all we will to convert it. Okay, after conversion we will find the 1/5 and we have find it out, that is 5 kg 170 gram. So now we are going to subtract this kg that is being used from the total quantity of apples and you will get the apples that are being left. So this question is still in continuation. Okay, you can pause the video and note it down in your notebooks. Sorry. Now next, now it is still in continuation. So the apples sold. अभी हमारा क्वेश्चन आगे चल रहा है. It's still in continuation. Therefore, sorry, apples sold is equal to, उसी के नीचे लिखिएगा, apple sold is 5 kg 170 gram. Now we need to find out apples left. Apples left. So for that we will subtract the apples sold from the total quantity of apples, that is kilogram and gram. This is 25 kg 850 gram minus 5 kg 170 gram. 0 minus 0, 0. 5, this is, okay, 5 minus 7 not possible, so it will borrow from here. This will become 7. This will become 15. Okay, so 15 minus 7, that will be 8. 7 minus 1, 6. 5 minus 5, 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. So this is the quantity of apples that is being left. So the question was, how much apples are left with her? Therefore, 20 kg 680 apples are left with Sunita. So write down the solution sentence. Therefore, 20 kg 680 apples are left with Sunita. Full stop. And this is the solution for the question number 10. We have completed, with this we have completed question number 10 of exercise 10.2. Okay, so you can pause your videos here and note it down in your notebooks. Okay, so first of all we have calculated the 1/5 of the total quantity of apples that was being sold, and after finding the quantity or the 1/5 of total quantity, we subtracted that quantity from the total quantity of apples so that we can get the apples that are being left, right? So with this we have completed question number 10. So let's begin with the next question, that is question number 11. Okay, so let's begin with the question number 11. So the question number 11 is, A charitable trust divided 800 kg ration among 25 families. How much ration did each family get? So here they have given the total quantity of ration, that is 800 kg, which is divided equally among the 25 families. We need to find out that how much quantity of apple does, sorry, how much ration does each family get. Okay, so total ration is equal to 800 kg, number of families is 25. Okay, and the ration each family get, that we need to find out. Okay, ज़्यादा का दिया है, एक का निकालना है, and what for that we will do the division. Okay, so let's begin with question number 11. Okay, so total ration, that is 800 kg. Okay, number of families is equal to 25. Ration each family get, that is, let's divide the total quantity from the number of families. So 800 divided by 25. Okay, so let's begin with it. So 800 divided by 25. 25 threes are 75. This is 10, 7. 10 minus 5, 5. 7 minus 7, 0. Bring down the next. 25 twos are 50. 50 minus 50, nothing is left. So this is the quantity of apple that is being left with each family, or each family got. How much ration did each family got or get? So we will write down the solution sentence. Therefore, each family get 32 kg ration. Therefore, each family get 32 kg ration. And this is the solution for the question number 11 of exercise 10.2 as well. So with this, we have completed exercise 10.2 and chapter number 10 as well. Okay. Now we will begin with the question chapter number 11. So before that, you can pause it here and note down the last question or the solution of the last sum of exercise 10.2 or the chapter number 10. Okay, just note it down in your notebooks. Chale. So let's begin with the next chapter, that is measurement of capacity. Okay, so if you remember, when I was introducing the chapter that was measurement of weight, at that time I told you there are three units that we basically use for measurement, that is measurement of weight, measurement of capacity, and the measurement of length. So measurement of weight we had already done, that was chapter number 10. Now we are starting with the measurement of capacity. Okay, so let's begin with measurement of capacity. Okay, so let's it. Now, first of all, what you have to do is, okay, write down the page, read in the chapter, or start the chapter with the new page, the date, then chapter number 11, measurement of capacity. So we are beginning with the chapter 11, that is measurement of capacity. Now what is capacity? So first important thing that I want to tell you about the capacity. So capacity of actually in the capacity we measure the liquid things. Okay, we measure the liquid substance, or the liquid. Okay, so generally in this chapter all the questions you will get regarding the liquid, you will have to measure the capacity of water, okay, or the liquid, any liquid. Okay, so there is a important term that you have to remember during this whole chapter, that is in the measurement of weight. Okay, how we used to measure the weight, we measure it in grams and kilograms. So similarly, when we measure the capacity, we use the two units, that is liter and milliliter. So liter and milliliters, these are the two standard units for measuring the for the measurement of capacity. Okay, so now first of all, the two standard units for measuring the capacity is meter and milliliter. Write down. Okay, so in the first sentence we have learned in standard 3 that the standard units for measuring liquid is 1 liter. A liter is further divided into 1000 equal parts. Each small part is called a milliliter. Okay, so first of all, write down chapter number, so date, chapter number and the chapter name. Then write down, so capacity we measure in the liters and milliliters. So we will write down standard units for measuring for measurement of capacity, for measuring okay, so sorry, for measuring liquid is liter. Okay, for liter we use the short denoted as L. Okay, standard unit for measuring the liquid is liter. Okay, and for smaller capacity we use milliliter or liter. Units से लिख लीजिए, units for measuring liters, comma, give me a minute. So standard unit for measuring liquid is liter, that is denoted by L, and milli, mi, double L I T R E, milli, mi, double L I, sorry, milliliter, LITRE, which is denoted by ml. Okay, another thing is 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. 1 liter, you can write it completely. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. Okay, so this is the basic concept of measurement of capacity. Okay, just like the previous chapter, in this as well, you will have to add, you have to subtract the measurement of capacity and multiply in the division with conversion. So all these things are same, but only the units have been changed. Okay, so the next session we will begin with the addition and the subtraction of capacity measures. Okay, so this is the basic thing that you have to write before starting the chapter. Chapter number, chapter name. So the standard units for measuring liquid is liter and milliliter, and liter is denoted by L, whereas milliliter is denoted by ml, and 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So that means जो 1 liter है उसको हम 1000 छोटे छोटे liters में divide करेंगे. Further, we will do the addition, subtraction, multiplication of measurement of capacity measures. Okay, so that will begin in the next session. So for today, I'm just ending the session here only. So I'll see you again very soon in our next session. So till then, everybody, have a great day.